Hello everybody, Chris Clark here. I'm going to do a quick demonstration on how you can manipulate foam. Now there's two different types of manipulations. One is shaping and the other is more of a surface texture kind of a manipulation. Now the number one tool that you absolutely have to have in order to do this is a heat gun. This is kind of a mid-range heat gun, but there are definitely cheapers. This is a nice one because it has a temperature dial where you can get a little bit more control. But any old cheap heat gun will do. Hair dryers will not put out enough heat for this. So first I'm going to show you shaping. Here's a nice piece of EVA foam from TNT Cosplay Supply. Foam always comes out just a flat sheet like this, but in order to shape it, you have to heat it up in order to be able to work with it. So we're going to use our heat gun, turn it on, and it's fairly high heat. It's not all the way to max, but it's fairly high. Enough to burn with the food. So we're just kind of move the gun around evenly to get a nice even heat. And then you can even turn it around. I prefer to do both sides. That'll make it nice and workable. This could take, depending on how big your piece is, from anywhere from 10 seconds to a minute or so. But put that down, and then let's just roll this up here just for demonstration's sake. So that's nice and warm. We're just going to hold that in place. You're going to hold it until it's cooled down enough. Now the shape that you're trying to get, you kind of want to have to bend it a bit past it, because once you let go, it's going to relax just a little bit. So that's about good. So there. Now this foam will stay in that shape basically until you apply that heat again. So if you're making anything round like gauntlets or van bracers or anything like that, armor, that is how you shape that. And you can do any sort of shape. You can do round shapes, whatever you want. Now if you want it to go back in shape, you just apply that heat right there. Now, when it comes to adding texture is you apply heat and then you push on top of the foam whatever it is kind of texture you want to have on your foam. A very popular one is to have sort of a leather effect. Take a piece of aluminum foil. This is nice heavy-duty grill foil. Depending on what kind of effect you're looking for, it can be regular aluminum or heavy duty, but you're going to kind of just ball that up, crinkle it up, and just kind of screw that back out just a little bit. Take the heat gun. And then you're just going to push that on. You're going to hold it until it cools down. And it doesn't take very long for it to cool down. That's about good. There, so that's one effect. It's kind of a pitted effect, but again, this is heavy duty. So if we were to spread that out even more, for example, now here's a nice trick. If you don't like that design, watch this. We'll just apply heat and it all goes away. And if you don't like what you put on there, just heat it up again and it disappears. Which in the case of if you're doing an effect like this and you want to keep adding it to other places, you got to heat up in order to put the effect on, but by heating it up also erases the work that you've already done. So you're going to have to be careful with that. And there are ways to avoid that, like covering the completed areas with aluminum foil and other heat-resistant hard surfaces. There, so there's another one. There's a good one. So there's a nice good leather effect. Excuse me. So now, if you want to add anything, you can do anything with this, really. I've got a couple rocks. There's a little cover for a bird feeder. Anything you want, you can add on there. It'll give you whatever you want. So the possibilities are pretty much endless when it comes to this kind of thing. There's a project I'm currently working on that requires, this is a stamp that I made, but it's to have a kind of a stamped metal effect all over the armor, and just heating up the foam and pushing on it. This is the kind of effect you can get. So yeah, use your imagination and just play with it. So that is manipulating foam. And again, this is the tool you absolutely have to have. Not this one specifically, but a heat gun in general in order to accomplish that. So there you have it. So thank you guys for watching my foam manipulation video, and have a good one.